Hello and welcome to the BuildASoil YouTube series. This is the beginning of season 4-ish. We're kind of in between. So today we're going to be asking you what you would like to see for season 4. I've also got a couple of announcements, but essentially the whole reason we're doing this is we want to finalize season 3 and really finish up with all the details, final smoke report. We're recording that next week. We're just not quite ready. We're gonna be trying to implement a lot of ideas in here, the veggie 10x10. And we're gonna be setting that up soon and starting a separate series. So if you just wanna throw in some plants that you'd like to see, even a house plant, I mean, whatever it is. So it doesn't have to be heavily productive. We're gonna have some food, some house plants, and we have a lot of options for that we're gonna talk about on a whole separate series. So drop some comments if you want, but let's focus on the 10x10. We've got 4 quadrants. So let's recap. Through 3 series, we've done multiple different things. And typically why we have 4 quadrants is to keep it diverse enough where it produces a challenge for me, which makes it fun. It also shows you live in the sense that we can fail in front of you, we can't hide mistakes. And when we do many different methods, we're likely to encounter problems just like you as a real home gardener. So to keep it authentic, we want to keep that trend going. But we had earth boxes last time, we had a 3x3, we had a 4x4 planter bed, and we had 2 30 gallons. Now the 3x3 has been run several cycles. I think we've shown that. The 4x4 was fresh. So I'm gonna keep that 4x4 planter. I want you to decide what's gonna go in there, and I'm gonna show you how to re-amend it. That's quadrant 3. Quadrant 2, that 3x3, I'm thinking let's take it out. Let's put in a 4x4 to match, maybe a different soil recipe, or let's put in more containers, earth, whatever you want to see, tell me. Quadrant 1, where we grew the earth boxes, the autoflowers, we're going to do more autoflowers. We got an unbelievable exchange of ideas and tons of people commenting. It was really rewarding. And I also learned a lot in the sense that I was very happy with the flower. You'll see in the smoke report that is some of the better flower that we had as far as flavor. And I was impressed with the growth characteristics. So I really do think it's got a place in the garden. Now, for me, I'm still remaining of if I'm gonna go buy seeds today, I still wanna be able to keep clones and all those different things. But man, now I'm thinking I wanna have a pack or 2 of autoflowers so when I get the urge, I can pop some. And so for example, in season 4, what I'd like to do, start the autoflowers right away instead of waiting. This way we can get everything else up and vegging or take clones, and by the time we get started to flower, we're gonna be finishing the autoflowers. And it allows me to do 18 hours of autoflower while we're vegging the rest and show that, hey, if you have some seeds you wanna pop, you can literally get flower while you're waiting to get flower. And I think that's pretty cool too, because I love flavors. So quadrant 1, autoflowers again. Quadrant 2, what do we do? Okay, 3x3, keep it, toss it, any ideas, wide open. Quadrant 3, keeping the 4x4. All right, what are we gonna do there? And the last one, quadrant 4, where we grew the beefcake, those are 30 gallons. I'd like to change it up. We've ran them a couple times already, so ideas for there, I'm wide open. Right off the hand, here's a couple recommendations that would be easy for us. We're gonna be doing breeding, so I forgot to announce that right up front. We're gonna be doing pollen chucking. Which male, the NL5 or the Pakalolo 1? You guys decide. Whoever tells us which one more, we're gonna flower that one, collect the pollen, show you how to store it, bring it in during flowering, produce seeds, the whole deal. But should we pop new seeds for the rest of the quadrants, or should we run existing clones that we have? A lot of people want to see the Beefcake D again. Some people have mentioned the Pakalolo 1. I like trying new things all the time. We do have the moms, and so if we run some cuts, that would allow me to show you how to take clones again, run the cuts again, and we could put them all in the room at the same time. I don't really want a monocrop, but if I was going for yield or if I was growing where I really liked a particular cut, I'm not scared to monocrop. But this brings me to one more point. We grew way more plants than we should have last season, and now we can kind of address that. I didn't think it was an issue, right? I mean, it's still the same size tent, but there was a lot of plants in there, and I think that as this gets more popular, we should probably make sure that we're keeping to our plant count. So with that being said, let's make sure that the ideas you have are no more seas of green, and I'm not gonna fill in 100 plants in there, so give me some low plant count ideas that you'd like to see, and then we can honor that truly. Besides that, do you wanna see new seeds? Do you wanna see the clones that we have? Man, we could even run a clone like GMO or something legit that you guys have seen. So maybe there's a reference on something you've already seen grown based on how we grow it. That might be another idea. I'd be willing to do some like head-to-head. Maybe we can put 2 different flavors or two different soil recipes in one quadrant. There is a lot that we can show. Another idea that we had from some of our followers would be to stress plants on purpose and document the teaching. And while I'm hesitant to stress plants out while we're in flower, I think that during veg I could show over and under watering and maybe overfeeding, or we could do something that would correlate and actually track and show you how to change it. So if you have any ideas on stuff that you'd like to see there, I'm open to it. And that brings us back to one more thing. With the plant count and the number of people watching and all the things I've talked about, we're almost at 100,000 followers right now. And so I'm kind of dragging this video on, but this is meant just to be a conversation so you guys can make comments while I'm talking. Think of things that you want to see done. And I think we've proven to answer your FAQs as we go through these grows and document what you'd like to see, and I want to keep doing that. So if there's a certain genetic, certain seed, if you want us to run clones, I'm going to listen to it. But being that we're almost at 100,000 subscribers, thank you so much. I would have never guessed that it would have, like, it took us 10 years to get there on Instagram, and we just surpassed 100,000 followers because we do it totally organic. We don't buy any followers, we do no advertising. And so to see YouTube like surpass that, I really feel welcomed by the YouTube community, and it makes a big difference in our daily lives and our business. And so to thank you, look for a giveaway, a raffle, a something video to say we made it to 100,000. Tell your friends to subscribe right now. We're really close. It's like 98,000 while we're recording this. So it'll make a difference. As soon as we hit 100,000, we're gonna record that video and do some sort of giveaway. I think we can make it a big one too. So subscribe if you haven't done already. You'll be notified of the giveaway, and then you won't miss out on an opportunity. Besides that, we've had so many people say they want some sort of membership. And we kind of overstressed ourselves thinking about what this would look like and then technically how it would engage. And we thought we could roll it into our loyalty program with the website so you get discounts, and we could do like live streams, and we could do giveaways, and we could do all these things, and a subscription program where you get some product every month. And it seemed time consuming, and I just want to keep it real. So what we decided to do is just follow YouTube's recommendations, turn on a very basic membership program. And so with the membership program, we decided to just unroll it in a very, very simple fashion and then learn as it evolves with each other so we can build it into something you actually want. So if you'd like to become a member, there's going to be 2 tiers. And the most basic level is what they call a contributor. And that means that you support. I mean, we spend tens of thousands of dollars throughout a year doing these videos, from editing and from just the labor that's involved, as well as all the different equipment and the different stuff that we use and we take out of inventory. And of course, it's a marketing thing. It helps our business. But it really does help justify it when we're in a very low profit margin type business. And really, I, as an owner, get a little carried away with the education side. I want to justify that. And so with this membership program, if you're a contributor, you'll have a little badge, and we're going to be like, those are our tribe. We're going to be able to communicate better with a smaller group that's saying, hey, I'm really stepping up. I'm a contributor to what you guys are doing. So if you guys decide to participate, it means a lot to us. So if you want to take a part of that, be a contributor, you're going to be like filtering by there in the comments so we can see you more often, interact with you. We're going to ask your FAQs because we have to choose from somewhere. And the people that are really committing to us, we want to commit to them. Next, we're gonna have a second tier that's gonna be the super fan tier. And we're gonna add some special things. The 10x10 series is always gonna be free, so don't worry about it. But in the super fan area, we're probably gonna do at least 1 live stream a month where we have one-on-one interaction, and that's gonna be like the inner circle. And so I'd imagine in the future, we'll be asking the inner circle a lot more about the direction that these grows are gonna head, as opposed to filtering through so many comments of people that may pop in once or twice. And I think that's fair. So if you have any comments about that, drop them in here. Otherwise, look for the membership thing coming really soon. So let us know what you think. Put your comments in about the 10x10 series, season 4 that's coming up. We really, really do want to know. And remember, recap really quick. Yes, we're going to do autoflowers because we got a whole bunch of people just basically saying that's what they want to see again. And surprisingly so, right? Photo period is my thing. I want to keep cuts, but I really liked it. We're going to do it again. And to honor the breeder, he stepped up and gave us the seeds. We're just going to stick it out with him and keep our relationship going instead of switching to a different breeder at this point. So Daz, thank you for backing us. We'll back you this time, and we'll run whatever you want us to run. If you'd like to open it up to your community to see what they'd like us to run, I'm down for whatever you want. So let's get that going. Autoflowers, how should we do it? Earth box, other container, what do you want to see? Next one, 3x3. Leave it, keep it, what do you want to see? 4x4, I'm keeping, I'm re-amending, okay? The last quadrant, quadrant 4, 30 gallons are gone. What do you want me to add there? Now, last question, seeds or clones? So if you can answer all those, we're gonna have at it. If it gets to the point where you guys wanna see seeds, I'll probably open it up again and see which seeds we're gonna grow. I can either go to my personal collection, we can work with a breeder. We've got a lot of local ones that might be fun to highlight. So just give me your input. We're really gonna go through these comments more than usual so that we can get get a hold of what season 4 is going to look like. So if you put it in here, we're going to read it. 10 by 10 veggie tent, look for that series coming soon. We'll be talking more about it. The 100,000 follower giveaway is coming soon. Make sure you've subscribed, otherwise you will not get that notification and you might miss out on the giveaway. Other than that, like this, tell your friends about it. Really appreciate everybody for watching these. I kind of was embarrassed to even do the smoke report video, and it seems like it had a great reaction, so we plan on doing more. As always, thank you, and we'll see you on the next BuildASoil episode.